Hey, what's up, guys? It's Grizzly. Let me try to fix that just a second. Raise that up. Boom. Alright, so this video is going to be about leopard geckos. This one here is my Mac Snow leopard gecko, who is actually being gifted to a little 9-year-old who is going through some stuff. She's actually got a little foundation starting up. If there's a way I can get a link, I'll post it down in the description below. However, I'm going to do a little care tip about this guy beforehand. Look how pretty he is, guys. It's my Mac Snow. Well, now it's her Mac Snow. So, as always, how I started, tank size, minimum 10 gallon. That's to start, and that's to grow out. Now, a male, you can put a male and maybe a female or 2 tops in a 10 gallon, and they'll be fine, just fine. But never, you never want really 2 males in any size enclosure, just because they will fight for dominance. A bunch of females, that's okay. Obviously, you want to make sure they have enough room where they're comfortable. The temperatures, you want about 75 to about 80, and on the hot spot, about 90. Obviously, guys, we're in America, so this is degrees, not or Fahrenheit, whatever. Sorry, not Celsius. And then they're going to eat insects, live insects. Some people have been able to get them to eat fruit. I have not, and if you guys watched any of my last videos, I don't like to give my animals fruit, only because of the sugars, and they process it differently. Each animal or each species processes it even different than the next. So I don't do fruits. I have tried to put greens in with them. They don't mess with them. Just the insects. Now you can do different types of insects, from wax worms, hornworms, mealworms, superworms is what I use. You can even do crickets if you wanted to, roaches, whatnot. What I do is superworms. Superworms works awesome for me. And I order my superworms online. So instead of going to the pet shop getting 25 to 50 for like $5 to $7, I order 1,000 for like 25, 26 bucks. Can't really beat it. He's not happy with this camera. But some people say they need UVB. Some people say they don't. I do not have him on UVB, and he is awesome. I've never had any of my, come on, focus up. I've never had any of my leopard geckos on UVB, and they have done well. Now, I will say, with the heating elements, a lot of people are getting more luck with a heat emitter instead of a light bulb, and you can do that option too. I use light bulbs. He's fine. All of them that I've ever had have been fine with the light bulbs. The humidity, you want it to be about 30 to 40%. And this is about full grown, 7 to 10 inches, with males being the bigger of the two due to sexual dimorphism. Yet again, snakes are completely opposite from most lizards, generally speaking, whereas the male will be bigger in the lizard species as the female would be bigger in the snake species. They're really awesome, great beginning reptiles. However, there is a problem, just like with bearded dragons. A lot of people think just because there's a picture of a leopard gecko on the package that it's okay to use sand for them, and that is false. You cannot use sand for your leopard gecko. I don't care what the pet shops are telling you. They just want your money. They don't care about the animal. Even the pet shops that sell, like big chain pet shops that sell leopard geckos, they will keep them on sand. Same with bearded dragons and a lot of other different things. Problem is, these guys like to lick their environment, like bearded dragons and such. They lick their environment, they get that sand, and it impacts them. Once they are impacted, they might stop eating. It's possible that they'd stop drinking. But they can no longer use the restroom. that's going to be a huge issue. Now, yes, there's different ways you can prevent this if keeping on sand, which is more frequent warm soaks. They should be soaked. I like to soak mine a couple times a month, not too often. Obviously, I keep a big enough water bowl so he can actually soak his whole body in if he wanted to. He don't, though. He never has. But they're generally so docile, real calm, real cool, and they come in a variety of different colors and patterns and whatnot. Now, just kind of like how I did with the ball python setup, I'm going to go over it with the leopard gecko. So obviously, just a screen lid, nothing too fancy there, but all you really need is a setup just like that. Okay, now that's got paper towel on the bottom, water dish large enough for him to soak in if he chose to do so, and that hide. That hide is more than enough for him. Now you guys could do you could do a bigger tank if you wanted to. You don't want to do too big. I wouldn't put just one leopard gecko in a 55, but going to a 20-gallon long, that'd be cool too. They get more room. They don't need that much space. A 10-gallon will do this guy perfect. It's just based on what you prefer. Now you can completely set this tank up however you want. I'll put him up. However you want, whether you want to put different rock in there, you want to use a backdrop or a cover, whatever you want to call it, for the opposite side of the tank, you could do that too. But this is the basics. This is all you really need to do for a leopard gecko. So I'm going to end on that note. Sorry for talking so much. Sorry for talking so fast. Just wanted to get this video out there as quick as possible. Video right here is going to be my last upload. Video right here, what YouTube thinks is best for you. Make sure you hit that middle button right there, and that's going to subscribe you to my channel if you haven't already. All right, guys. Take care.